Hello students, welcome back to the class on Entrepreneurship Management. My name is Rishi Chakravarti. I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Management of Assam Downtown University. In the previous presentation, I gave you a brief concept about entrepreneurship characteristics that are required to become an entrepreneur. In this presentation, I will provide you the list of characteristics and also explain the characteristics to you all which are necessary to become an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur must inculcate these characteristics. First is self-confident and optimistic. An entrepreneur must be self-confident and optimistic. By self-confident, I do not want to say that he must be overconfident. He must be confident in whatever he do, and the entrepreneur must maintain a very positive outlook towards looking at different things that may come in front of him. Next characteristic is able to take calculated risk. The entrepreneur must be able to take up calculated risk. Calculated risk means what? He must be understand whether that particular type of area where he is wanting to come up with that particular enterprise will be profitable or not. Next characteristic is that respond positively to challenges. The entrepreneur must also respond positively to challenges. There will be different challenges that may come in front of the entrepreneur when it takes up a new venture. But the entrepreneur must be positive enough to accept those challenges and move ahead. Next characteristic is flexible and able to adapt to change. Now, the entrepreneur cannot be adamant or rigid. He must always be flexible because the entrepreneur has to start everything from scratch. And therefore, he must be open to new ideas and news that may come across while doing a particular type of a venture. Next characteristic of an entrepreneur is that he must have knowledge of market. The entrepreneur must be a knowledgeable person. Does not mean that he must be well equipped with degrees or academic achievements, but he must be knowledgeable about the type of market, the ups and downs that are happening in the market. He must be aware about the type of competitors that are prevalent in the market, and so on. Independent minded is another characteristic of the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur must be independent minded. Means he must be able to accept the changes and must be able to take up his own ideas and put into practice. Versatile knowledge. Entrepreneur must have knowledge on all the subjects like from economics or accounts or management skills. He must learn by himself and acquire the knowledges that are required for him and his new venture. Energetic is another important characteristic of an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur must be energetic. He must have the enthusiasm to perform all the tasks for achievement. Creativity and need to achieve. The entrepreneur must be creative and there must be a high need to achieve. This high need to achieve motivates the entrepreneur to perform effectively with each passing day. Taking initiative is another important characteristic of the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur must take all the initiatives that may come in front of him. He must be an experimental in nature and must understand the initiatives and opportunities that may come in front of him. And he must be well prepared to take advantage of those initiatives and opportunities. And lastly, responsive to criticism. There will be many people in the society who may criticize the entrepreneur, but the entrepreneur must be responsive to such criticism and move ahead in his quest for change. So these are some of the characteristics that are required to be an entrepreneur. Thank you very much.